Vikings, let's win this game. SKOL!
Attention, Vikings fans. Get ready for a jam-packed episode with the latest news updates. And you need to know every single one. You'll hear all about everything from the surprising rise of a linebacker rewriting the defense rules in the National Football Conference North, to the incredible journey of a rookie who went from college star to National Football League hopeful. Plus, don't miss the risky but potentially brilliant strategy by the team, betting on a quarterback with a $34 million contract this season to mentor J.J. McCarthy, which could turn the game around. And finally, stay in the loop on the defender who, against all odds, is being hailed by everyone as the new sensation of the season. Get ready, hold on tight, and let's dive right in, because every second counts, and every story is a game we can't afford to miss. It's thrill after thrill, and you won't want to miss it. Welcome. Show your Viking support by reaching 100 thumbs up on today's video. Blake Cashman has been turning heads in the National Football Conference North with his defensive prowess that defies expectations and shapes the future of the division. As we approach the 2025 preseason, talks about defensive competence in the National Football Conference North inevitably center on Cashman, who has emerged as a key piece for his team and a potential game-changer for the entire division. Since being drafted, Cashman's journey in the National Football League has been remarkable. Initially expected to contribute consistently, he quickly evolved into a cornerstone of his team's defense. His ability to read plays and his relentless pursuit of the ball have elevated not only his individual performance, but also set a new standard for linebackers in the National Football Conference North. Cashman's knack for navigating offensive lines with ease makes him a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. This season, he's not just a player to watch. He's the heart of a defense aiming to redefine what it means to be dominant in the National Football Conference North. Cashman's impact goes beyond his stats. He represents a new wave of linebackers who prioritize versatility, excelling in both coverage and powerful tackles. This dual-threat ability forces opposing offenses to rethink their strategies, creating a ripple effect across the division. With Cashman leading the defense, opponents must account for his presence on every play. His ability to disrupt an offense's rhythm can change the course of a game, making him a player that coaches and players alike respect and fear. Beyond his physical qualities and on-field performances, Cashman's leadership skills are equally significant. He has quickly become a mentor to younger players, instilling a mindset of discipline and a drive to win in the locker room. His work ethic and dedication to improvement serve as a model for aspiring athletes, reinforcing the idea that success isn't just about talent, but also about commitment and perseverance. Looking ahead, all eyes will be on Blake Cashman as the 2025 season unfolds. His performance will not only dictate his team's success, but could also alter the trajectory of the entire National Football Conference North Division. With every tackle, interception, and moment of leadership, Cashman is poised to leave an indelible mark on the division. In a sport where challenges are immense and competition is fierce, Cashman's journey reminds us that true greatness is forged through hard work, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. As he prepares for the challenges ahead, one thing is certain: Blake Cashman isn't just a linebacker. He's a transformative force in the National Football Conference North, and his story is just beginning. But hold up, because the next piece of news involves an even more thrilling situation. Matthew Collar points out that Max Brosmer's mind and mentality are perfectly suited for the National Football League, especially after a unique journey that culminated in his joining the Vikings. At a coffee shop in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, regulars often saw Greg Harbaugh Jr., the Gophers' offensive coordinator, and Max Brosmer walk in during the morning and leave only when the place closed. This repeated scene sparked speculation among the staff about what could be discussed so intensely. These meticulous meetings between Harbaugh and Brosmer weren't just casual get-togethers, but strategic sessions where the future Vikings quarterback absorbed every nuance of Minnesota's offense. Harbaugh, knowing the importance of these meetings, frequently traveled from Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport to Boston and then drove to Portsmouth, showing his commitment to turning Brosmer into a Big Ten star. Initially, Brosmer spent 5 years playing for New Hampshire, choosing to play immediately as a freshman in 2019 rather than vying for a spot at a bigger university with fewer opportunities. In 2022 and 2023, he stood out, leading the football championship subdivision in passing yards in 2023, earning several accolades, including a selection to the football championship subdivision's second-team All-American. The Gophers' search for a transitional quarterback led them to Brosmer, when the 2023 starting quarterback, Athan Kaliak-Manias, decided to transfer, and his replacement, Drake Lindsay, was still developing. Fleck and his staff saw Brosmer as the ideal solution. Connections through quarterback coach Quincy Avery, who knew both Harbaugh and Brosmer, facilitated this transition. After verbally committing to the Gophers during an official campus visit, Brosmer proved dedicated and quickly learned the team's entire offense. This remarkable commitment to learning and adapting to Minnesota's system made him stand out right away in early team practices. His performance during organized team activities and minicamp was so impressive that even head coach Kevin O'Connell praised his football intelligence, comparing it to many young talents he's worked with. Brosmer's National Football League journey now begins with the Vikings after going undrafted, though several teams showed interest in his talent as a free agent. During preparations for his first National Football League camp, Brosmer demonstrates his commitment to excellence and knowledge acquisition, traits that undoubtedly make him a quarterback to watch. Albeit 10 for relationship with Harbaugh. Dedication in training and quick adaptation to the Vikings' offensive concepts suggest his transition to professional football will be as impactful as his college journey. Heads up, because what's coming next might catch many fans by surprise. The current Vikings regime has shown a remarkable knack for strategic personnel moves over the past 3 years under the leadership of General Manager Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah and head coach Kevin O'Connell. In 2022, the team opted to keep Kirk Cousins, securing a playoff spot, and then parted ways with him at the right time after an Achilles tendon injury the following season. Despite that injury, the Vikings came very close to clinching the top seed in the National Football Conference in 2024, earning another playoff appearance with quarterback Sam Darnold on a one-year, $10 million recovery contract. In this postseason period, the Vikings found themselves in a favorable position with significant salary cap space, which they used to potentially build the best offensive line in the National Football League, according to Trevor Sikkema of Pro Football Focus. However, as training for the 2025 season approaches, the team seems to be overreaching by relying on second-year quarterback J.J. McCarthy, who hasn't yet played a regular season game, as the starter. A recurring but smart strategy in sports organizations is finding exceptional talent at a good cost, which supports McCarthy as the starter for the next 3 years, with an average annual salary of $5.5 million. However, it's unclear if McCarthy truly fits that description. Another approach to extracting value at this position is betting on talented players who haven't thrived with their original teams and could benefit from a change of scenery. With that in mind, the Vikings should consider acquiring Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson. Richardson, who recently turned 23, is entering the third year of a 4-year, $33.9 million rookie contract. Currently, he's dealing with a shoulder injury, and according to Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk, this injury might have cost him the starting role, as Daniel Jones, a former Vikings quarterback, has shown a strong preseason so far. If the Colts decide it's time to move on, Richardson's unique qualities, his arm strength and mobility, will find a new home somewhere, and why not in Minnesota, especially if all it takes is a mid-round draft pick. This move wouldn't just bring Minnesota a potential franchise quarterback under O'Connell's guidance, but also address an unresolved need for a reliable veteran quarterback, considering that Sam Howell, the likely backup, doesn't have an impressive National Football League track record. If the Vikings truly believe in McCarthy, investing in Richardson, who could prove to be a game-changer with the right direction, seems like a bet worth seriously considering. The next update is going to be great news for you, Vikings fans. In the 2023 offseason, despite being limited by the trade for star tight end T.J. Hawkinson, which cost a second-round pick, the Vikings saw some new talents emerge. One name to keep an eye on for the upcoming season is defender Jay Ward. Originally a special teams player in his first 2 seasons, the former Louisiana State University defender could now earn more playing time in Brian Flores' defensive scheme this year. According to Alec Lewis of The Athletic, Ward stood out in the offseason program, capitalizing on Josh Metellus' limited participation. During his time at Louisiana State University, Ward showed great versatility, playing as a safety and also as an outside and slot cornerback. This versatility always boosts a player's chances of earning a significant role on the team. In 2023, Ward played in 33 games, with modest defensive contributions but significant special teams involvement. Last season, after an injury to Mekhi Blackmon, the team briefly tested Ward in that position, showcasing his flexibility and adaptability during the preseason. In the past 2 preseasons, Ward logged over 100 defensive snaps, earning respectable Pro Football Focus grades and making his mark with a forced fumble and an interception, while displaying the reliability expected of a National Football League player. Taking on various defensive roles, cornerback, inside and outside, safety, and even in the box, Ward proved he can be more than just a special teams player, while the Vikings safety group is robust. With expectations that Theo Jackson will replace Cam Bynum as a starter, veterans like Harrison Smith still dominate the room. However, both Jackson and Ward have climbed the depth chart, and theoretically, Ward could soon challenge Jackson for a more prominent role. With the future of both Smith and Metellus uncertain, Smith is back for another season, but retirement looms, and Metellus is in the final year of his contract extension. There's an opportunity for Ward. Turning 25 this month, Ward is currently fourth on the safety depth chart, but an injury this year or a departure next offseason could elevate him to a more central role. This projection for Ward not only highlights his upward trajectory within the team, but also underscores the Vikings' philosophy of continuous development and leveraging internal talent to strengthen their defense. As the new season approaches, all eyes will be on whether Ward can turn his impressive offseason performance into consistent on-field success. After diving into today's stories, from Blake Cashman's meteoric rise transforming the National Football Conference North defense to Max Brosmer's strategic journey, the Vikings savvy in considering a fresh start for Anthony Richardson and the emerging opportunity for Jay Ward to shine, it's clear the team is always gearing up. Every strategic move, every potential roster addition, and every debate sets the stage for the vibrant 2025 Vikings season. Which story caught your attention the most, and what other moves does the team still need to make? Your passion, energy, and loyalty are the heartbeat of Vikings Nation. So, let's keep that energy going. Share this video, drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button for all the latest Vikings updates. Stay tuned, SKOL Vikings, let's go!